Yep, we left off Nun Gimel, the Maharal. Avasareya, page Nun Gimel, second column, about 6 lines down. 5 lines down. V'omer Marzutra, Bar Tuvi Omer Rav, Amri Lo Omer Rav Chona Bar Bizna, Omer Rav Shim Chasid, V'amri Lo Omer Rav Yochum Shem Rav Shim Yichoi. Noach Lo Lod M'Shi'apel Latzmut, L'kivshan Ha'esh, Val Yalpnei Chaveir Rabim. It's better a person should cast himself into a kiln, fiery kiln, not to embarrass another person in public. Minolon, Mitomar, where do we learn from Tomar? Tichsiv, Himutzas Eish, Himutzas, Vishilcho El Chomio. She was being taken out to be burnt, and she sends a message to her father-in-law, to Yehuda. Masha Mar Kol Malbnei Chavero Ki L'Shovich Domim. We say that a person who embarrasses another person publicly, he's like shedding blood. Eina Pirush Mnei the Ozil Sumko V'Osa Chibro. Even though the Gemara says the red hue in his face has to leave, and he has to have like a chalkish look, a jaundiced look. They became my kama shape, my kama le shape kamid, who gamken kach, bishul zeh al masham al ben chavero to show the who in pinimi, kimisha mal ben chavero who mechabe or aponim shu odom, como shu mechabe saner. A person has a complexion. A person has a certain presence. When you embarrass him, if you lose that presence, that's his essence. The person is his presence. What if he no longer has a presence? Nekra zenikra shvir hasdomim shalodim kitzelim chozo yeshlo inyan niflamod yedis utzeroso shalodim. This is what we call the tzelim. There's the tzelim. There's it's like the presence. It's the countenance. We speak the countenance of a person. There's facial features, and there's the countenance. A person has a special countenance, right? We speak hajjus ponim, right? The ponim is the pnim, always the ponim pnim. So I'm saying, so a person who causes him to take on this deathly look, this whitish look. It's equivalent you've taken him, because that's kein shvichas dam rak bitl odom ze shemalbenes odom es ponev shel odom mevatle so tork hakaroso shel odom shu tzalmo vu bitl odom gam kein ki tzalmo odom. That's interesting. When a person is alive and he sleeps, you can recognize him even when he's sleeping. But when a person dies, chas v'sholom, a corpse, it's not so easy to identify. It's not as easy to identify a corpse as a living human being. Why? Because there's no life in the person any longer. Life is part of the identity of the person, even if he's in a sleep state. Unless his health totally deteriorated. But if he's basically, I'm just saying, the transition from life to death, it's a whole different look. Because one is the presence, he's lost his presence, the tzelem. Torah says in one location, there's a story of the Brisker Rov, that a person who's going to pass away, the tzelem leaves him. We speak of the tzelem elokim 30 days before he passes away. 30 days before. So the Brisker Rov, somebody came to inform the person that the Brisker Rov, that somebody had passed away. So Brisker Rov said he felt he was going to pass away soon because he had seen him recently, and he saw he no longer had the tzelem. So he knew it was just going to be within a short period of time before he's going to pass away. Because once the person leaves, that loses his presence.
So 2 weeks before...
30 days.
30 days before a person dies,
Tzelem.
the tzelem in a key.
The tzelem is Lord. It leaves it already. It ascends.
Asada can sense that?
Tzelem.
Asada can sense that?
Well, that's Orchaim Kor says it by Yaakov.
He knew, right? That's what
He knew because he had a sense.
That's right.
Not the illness, not because of the illness. Not the illness. The illness was earlier. The illness was more than 30 days before. It was when it says, V'yikru v'yimei Yisrael Lomos. So Chaim asks, how did he know he was coming? He was about to die. This one, right? V'yikru v'yimei Yisrael Lomos. See, he speaks about the Seitzei Kedusha and the Neshama, the sparks in the soul, that every day there's another spark, and every day the spark is expended. And then so when a person is down to the bottom, he has hardly any sparks left in his quiver, then he understands he's about to pass away. And Yaakov had that sense that he no longer had he had very few mitzotzes left, these sparks of Kedusha. וכאשר בוא livros האדם omen nasa odom b'tzalmenu lo omen nasa odom bal seichel. Hashem didn't say, let's make the human being an intelligent being. Right? Tzalmenu, our tzelem, our image. Shekol rak nasa odom tzalmenu k'dmusein mukar ki ikar odom utzalmu dmuso. Right? The way person says, he's intelligent, he has value. No intelligence, he has no value. But if that's the case, nasa odom bal seichel. Nasa odom b'tzalmenu, so to tell him, you see, is primary to the person. That's the image of the person. Lefichach omar, hamal b'nei chavero ki l'shover edom, ki hamal b'mvat l'tzuras odom, ki haponim shel odom hu akaroso. That's how he's recognized. Shu ikar odom, shavo yukar v'yuvdo. I once said, the Gemara says that hayored l'tov parnosos chavero kilu noto nishmoso. Person who undermines somebody else's livelihood, it's like you take his neshama. I mean, what's a person's self-worth? His dignity. He's self-sufficient, he supports himself. So a person goes, takes away his livelihood, undermines his livelihood, well, what have you left him with? What, you've turned him into a beggar. Now he has nothing. The person prides himself that he doesn't have to rely on others. So if yored not on nishmoso, the neshama is the basis for the tzelem. That's the tzelem elokim. There's a story, I forgot who it was, one of the gedolim after Rabbi Soil, Salanter. He was asked to speak on Elul in the main shul in Vilna. He lived in Vilna part of his life, so Salanter. So there was a very large shul in Vilna, held same shul that Chofetz Chaim once spoke towards the end of his life about Taras Mishpacha to women. The laws of Nida, Mikvah. So Rabbi Soil gets up to the lectern in front of the shul, and Rabbi Soil had a presence. He was like a prince. Besides, he's one of a kind of orator. And he says to the audience, and there was a little boy, he must have been about 10 years old, sitting on the steps, going up to the Aron Kodesh. Later, this little boy became one of the Gedolei Yisrael. I forgot who it was. And Rabbi Soil says to the crowd, Elu. This is Elu. Elu's do. He kept just repeating the word Elu until he just passed out. Fainted. And he fell backwards, and his head landed on the shoes of this 10-year-old boy when he fell. And he looked like a corpse. He had this chalk look, this white look. This little boy says for the rest of his life, he lived the Elul 12 months a year. And it made such an impression on him that Rabbi Yisrael, to faint from the pachad, from the fear of Elul, that the Yom Adin is on its way, he lived with that for the rest of his life, that image before him.
And you recovered because...
Of course he recovered.
Because that story you mentioned before, the boy who was smoking on Shabbos.
Yeah. Shabbos. Shabbos. Then a hot tear. No, wait. Then a hot tear fell out of his eye and touched the boy's hand. So years later, he says, I still feel the warm tear that hit.
So Rabbi Pesach told that story in Miami. And the guy comes up, a 95-year-old guy comes up.